Welcome to Acquired Taste Media. You know who it is, SOE Cash Cow. And we back. We back. You ain't seen us in a while. I'm here with both of my Nubian goddesses, my beautiful baddies, my professional podcasters. Here to my right, I got my girl, Asia Latrice. What's up, Asia?
Love and light. Hey.
How you doing?
Good.
Good?
Yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's up. And to my left, I have none other than the big doula.
What up? We
What's
out
up,
here.
Big doula? How you doing?
Oh
You
man,
good?
I'm good, man.
Good. Long time no see. We ain't seen each other in about a week. About a week. I think
Yeah,
about a week.
yeah.
Been about a week.
We've been making our own individual moves.
Right, we gotta keep doing our thing, you know.
Right.
One monkey don't stop no show, so we gotta keep going.
Absolutely.
But
Okay.
so we got some great topics today. So first off, we gonna keep it, you know, how we always keep it based on the relationship stuff. So we got some other shit we gonna talk about too. We gonna touch bases on that a little later. But we had some topics today that my girl Asia Latrice got from some of her peoples over at
Barber and Cosmetology.
Keratin Barber and Cosmetology.
Shout out.
Shout out to you guys.
Up?
Good looking for the topics. So we gonna cover some of the topics that they gave us because they was like, you know what, we want to hear y'all talk about this shit. So what's one of the topics? What's the first topics that we gonna talk about today? A lot of male stuff going on. A lot of men questions. I'm gonna try to answer for you guys. I'm gonna try to represent, but
like
you know.
bitches too.
Go straight
Straight
into
to
it
the
like
jugular
that.
in this
Straight into the disrespect. Okay, cool. So what did you just say? Men acting like bitches. Is that what you said?
A little too emotional.
A little too emotional. You know? So is that something that you guys are coming across a lot? A lot of emotional men? Is that something that you guys are
Seems like there's a lot of emotional water drinking.
So it's
something in the water?
Something in the water.
Something in the water.
kind of expound on exactly what that means, because I feel like unfortunately men have been told that they can't have emotions. You know what I'm saying? And that's not good either. You know what I'm saying? Because we all human. We all got emotions, right?
Well, I think it was all tying into, the other topic, kind of like the men, more women are working more than men are, and it's making men, I guess, tap into their more emotional side because they're not working. They don't have anything really to do but to just, tap into those emotions now because they just with themselves.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So is that what's making them more emotional in a sense, because they aren't in a position to take care of house like they feel like they should, by working, and the woman is working and making money.
Yeah. It absolutely makes a black man feel, less than if he, if he can't provide for his family. So yeah, it absolutely
If he's a man for real,
right?
And that rightfully
well, yeah,
so.
if he's a man for real, then yes, he should have an issue with not providing for his family. If he's just a male, then he doesn't care. But when we talk about the emotions, the only thing I could speak of on the emotional side is the reason that a lot of our men nowadays are more hyper emotional than they were when we was young is because, once again, something that now is considered toxic masculinity, which wasn't a term until I believe maybe the late 90s, 2000s. But we were raised as, what we could say like real men. You know what I'm saying? Real men where, you don't show emotions and you don't cry in front of women and you don't let a woman know, that you are struggling or you having issues, things of that nature. To whereas now we're in a new day and age to where it's like, cry, be more hypersensitive. Like if you're too hard, then you're considered toxic. If you stand on business, then you're considered toxic as a man. But now it's like I say, toxic masculinity is considered a bad thing. So people, when you do something that's, maybe manly or, based on your bravado, it's instead of it being like something that's manly, where some women will still look at it as manly, but there's a lot of people out there that may look at it as it's as toxic masculinity. You know what I'm saying? That's that's toxic. You shouldn't think that way. You shouldn't tell your son, don't cry. It's not that I tell my son don't cry. First off, what you crying about? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you cry, it better be something that's worth crying about. And that's a lot of times I think one of the things where, you like, just let them cry. Like, no, I'm not just gonna let my son cry. What are you crying about? If it ain't nothing to cry about, then quit crying. You know what I'm saying? But we're in this time where that mentality is considered toxic. Oh, you're telling your son don't cry. Let him express himself and be emotional. Well, if I do that, then as he gets older and he becomes a man, then he does the same shit with women. You know what I'm saying? And now, instead of you guys having a conversation, he's getting, upset and emotional with his girlfriend because that's what, we've let them do. That's what we've taught them. So I think it has a lot to do with society and what they've, start to push on our communities based off of, masculinity. So now we have hyper emotional men. We have a lot more homosexuality, a lot more men being, I can't call them, but people choosing to be a different sex than they were born and things of that nature. So it's a lot more acceptance now than it was before. Because I will say, back in the day, a lot of this stuff wasn't accepted.
Very much so.
You know what I'm saying? So, I don't think it wasn't the fact that it wasn't accepted, but it's just the fact that what you do in your bedroom should stay in your bedroom.
Right.
In my
Why
opinion.
is it so?
Like, why?
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't need to know that.
Right. But it became more so, okay, this is what I do in the bedroom, and I want you to know that this is what I do in the bedroom. It's like, wait a minute, that we don't need to know what you do in the bedroom. So you want to dress like a woman because you want to act like a woman in the bedroom. That doesn't. I don't think that's mentally sane, right? It's not my business, but I really don't think it's mentally sane either. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to be a woman in the bedroom, fine, be a woman in the bedroom. But when you come to corporate America, be a man, because that's what you was born as, and that's what people who look at you every day look at you as. We don't look at you as a woman; we look at you as a man, even if you dress like a woman.
Right. I think it's several factors though. When you look at it, the societal thing is definitely one. Where now we got laws who, for some reason, people live through the laws and think that just because the government created a law that is okay. You know what I'm saying? That has nothing to do with morals. Like, there's two different things here. Like, just because the government say, oh, you can marry the same sex, nature says, you got this tool and she got that one and they fit together. You know what I'm saying? So you're really going against nature itself when you decide, you know what I'm saying, you're going to accept the same gender, but also I don't take away from the fact that, they did studies about the food and stuff. They did the tadpole study and they found out that, there was a high amount of estrogen in the food that was turning the tadpoles from male to female. You know what I'm saying? So unfortunately, nowadays people being born with over amounts, you know what I'm saying? You got this gender and then you can't select it. You came out with a penis, but inside of you got a higher amount of estrogen than testosterone in your system. Because we all got that. We all got male and female, you know what I'm saying? But it's more depending on the gender that we was born as. So I'm going to have more estrogen because I was a woman. I was a female when I was born. You're going to have more testosterone because, you was born a male. But that has become off balance with all of the mess in this atmosphere that they've put in. And then the other part of that to me is that who are these young boys and who are these men communicating with? Because is the person you communicating with, are they even emotionally intelligent enough to give you the right information? You know what I'm saying? So one thing about me when it comes to my kids, like my son in particular, I'm not going to tell him, shut up crying. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to inquire, like, what's good? Why you feel this way? And then I'm going to work through that. You know what I'm saying? With him. boys need other men who have that emotional maturity to take them, to let them go through their feelings. You know what I'm saying? But men as adults, they didn't have the opportunity to do that. So now they acting out as an adult and responding emotionally to everything, because now they dealing with a woman who don't really know how to guide him or accept the way he's feeling at that time. They didn't have that outlet as a child to be expressive, to say this hurt my feelings or something like that. So now they like a ticking time bomb. I'm just gonna blow up. Now I'm mad. You know what I'm saying? Fuck, you know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna go crazy, because there's nobody there that can actually give them that advice or that wisdom or that guidance to get through filtering those emotions that they have.
I agree. That's definitely,
Yeah.
agree with that 100%.
Fathers are important.
Fathers are very important.
Very
I think
important.
that's what a lot of it boils down to. You know,
Yeah.
when you have a emotional man, that's because he did not have a man in the household to tell him, to inform him about checking his emotions.
Yes,
You know
absolutely.
what I'm saying? Crying is an emotion.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And once again, you can cry. It's not that I don't let my son cry when he get his ass whooped. I let him cry. You know what I'm saying? Let him cry as long as he want to cry. You know what I'm saying? But I, as a man raising another young man, if he's crying, once again, like I stated, if he's crying, then yes, I'm going to inquire why. But if it's, in my opinion, if it's not a reason,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? If there's not a concrete reason why you should be crying right now, then you do need to shelter that emotion. You need to chill with that. You don't need to be crying because you got to do more work. You know what I'm saying? You can't cry because you got to do more homework.
Right.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Do the
That's
homework.
right. That's nothing to cry about.
Yeah.
Right.
Do the homework.
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I'm just saying, this is the type of shit kids cry about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Young boys cry about it. You tell them, no, you can't cry about that shit. Go up there and do your work like you're supposed to. This is something that you're supposed to do. So there's no reason to cry about it. It's something you do every single day. You know what I'm saying? You thought that you was gonna get done early today because you know I was in a good mood. But no, nigga, you still got to do your 2 hours like you always do. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
And that be that. You know what I mean?
Right.
So those are, when I talk about checking a young man and his emotions, those are the type of things I'm talking about. But if you are with if you're being raised by a mother, if she doesn't have that sense to tell a young man that, then she'll let him just cry. You know what I'm saying? Well, all right, well, you know what? Just go on about your business and just, depending on the type of mother she is. I'm not saying all moms. You know what I'm saying? But I can see mothers just being like, I don't want to hear that shit. Go on and do what you know,
Right.
go on about your business. You know what I'm saying? Whereas, nah, bro, you got to know that, hey, this is what needs to be done. I don't care if you cry about it or not. You're going to sit down and you're going to do it. You're going to do it right. You know what I mean? And that's that. And then once it's done, then you can do the things that you want to do. So I think a lot of men are missing that. They were missing, unfortunately, a father in the household. And me mentoring these young men, like I say, I see it. And even with my son, I have to check him because I'm like, yo, when it comes to me, I don't have no issues with my son. But when he goes to school, he talks back to his teacher. You know what I'm saying? When he goes to school or when he's with his mom, he talks back to his mom. So I can already see, oh, you have a lack of respect for women. It's not a lack, you know what I'm saying? So now I'm hyper focused on that and letting him know that's what it is, son. You don't have respect for women.
Wow.
So you need to. So now I'm gonna teach you how to respect women. You respect your mom. You respect your teacher. You respect every single woman in your life because. What you mean? Are they disrespecting you? So there's no reason to disrespect them. Yeah. So it's as a man, you recognize certain things in your son and in other men where you can teach them how to be better men. If you don't have that, then it is unfortunately it is a value that a lot of men are missing. Yeah. So that's why you just have a lot of men who are just hyper emotional, hypersensitive. You can't say shit to them. You know, when they get mad, they wear their heart on their sleeve, or when things ain't going their way, they wear you can see it on their face. And don't get me wrong, I understand. because I'm a black man and I go through trials and tribulations as well. But if I am in a relationship, I try to not just share that with my significant other, but also I don't want her to feel that. You know what I'm saying? She shouldn't, even though I may be going through something myself, she shouldn't have to suffer for that. You know what I'm saying? Just like my kids wouldn't suffer for that. You know what I mean? I'm going to go through what I have to go through because I'm a man and I know I'm going to come out on top. But in the meantime, I'm going to make sure everybody else is cool and make sure everybody else is happy and smiling. So,
yeah, but then where does that leave you? Where is your outlet? You know what I'm saying?
What you mean, where's my outlet?
Like you mentioned that, if I'm having problems, then my girl or my kid is not going to see that. Of course, you don't want to show the kids that, but your woman should be a person that you can come to and be like, yeah, I'm going through this. You know what I'm saying? I said should be. I didn't say she should be.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
And it should be non-judgmental, because if she's there, that's what women are supposed to be there for, to be that support for a man, you know what I'm saying, when he is going through something, to build him up, you know what I'm saying, not look down on him like this nigga soft, you know what I'm saying, like, no, like, your man going through something right now, you know what I'm saying, and so you're the nurturer, you're supposed to encourage him, you're supposed to bring him up out of that, but for a man to be in a relationship and have a family and feel like, oh, there's nobody I can talk to about these things, that's not good.
Well, I can talk to my niggas.
Are your niggas emotionally mature though?
Yeah,
or y'all
niggas,
just
my niggas?
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So you got to surround yourself with men who can help you through that.
Right. Yeah. No. And see that once again, and that's what a lot of these emotionally men don't have. They don't have any men around them that they could call and be like, "Hey, man, look, I'm going through some shit, man. I need somebody to talk to." I do have that. You know,
that's what's
I
up.
have niggas where I could go and be like, "Yo, nigga, I'm about to blow down on you," and nigga be like, "Come through," and we sit up and smoke, drink, and talk some shit. You know what I'm saying? And I talk about whatever the fuck I want to talk about. He'll give me his advice on the shit, and you know what I'm saying. If I want to cry around a nigga, I can cry around him. You know what I'm saying?
Up.
So I do have I do have a support system. I do have friends that I can go to, as well as they know they can come to me. You know what I'm saying? So
you think if you was to bring that to your woman, though, she gonna look at you like you soft, huh?
Well, I'm not gonna say that. I think for me, it's just that how I was raised, as well as some of the things that I've experienced. Now, maybe if a woman showed me something that made me feel like, you know what, I can be open with her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then I would.
And that's
but
how
unless
it should
a woman unless a woman shows me that, then I'm not going to be that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
Because you know what I'm saying, that's just, I'm not going to put myself in that position.
Right. I got you.
You know what I'm saying? But if a woman shows me like, yeah, whatever, says something that you know what I'm saying, makes me be like, oh, okay, well, let me tell her what the fuck's going on.
Right.
like, damn, she really asks. Like,
Girl.
she really is.
It's
like,
concerned.
Right.
Concerned. Like,
Right.
let me tell her what's going on. And yeah, I'm going to tell her. But if it's not like, nah. But a lot of times, at least in my positions, which I've been blessed, I haven't really had to really divulge any or be in a position where it's like, I don't. I'm so fucked up that I'm depressed. And, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody around me, you know what I'm saying? Like I've never been there.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? But I know some brothers, go through it. So
Wow.
I understand. But no,
but that's really what it come down to. It's that balance, man. I think that. Well, I know that. Hey. Go back again to nature, you know what I'm saying? We balance each other out, Nowadays, it's like everybody like, oh, I could do this on my own. And that's another reason why a lot of men are starting to feel like they're being attacked for just being men, you know what I'm saying? Because now you got women, I don't need no man. You ain't gonna never hear me say that. Because, baby, I need the balance, you know what I'm saying? So, I can do some things on my own, but I wouldn't mind a different perspective because I can only see through certain lenses. You know what I'm saying? That other perspective may be more logical. I might be more emotional. You know what I'm saying? And I might need that man to be like, but you know what I'm saying? And give me a different perspective that would change my mind. You know what I'm saying? And help me to evolve and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? But nowadays we got this gender war. We got, you know what I'm saying? Everybody like, I can do it on my own. I don't need this. You know what I'm saying? And that's where the shit is all it's messed up now because of that.
Well, I tell you, what you got? You got something to say? Hey, this is your topic.
I like the perspective.
topic I just said.
Like what y'all do.
Right, let's do what y'all do.
y'all do.
Right.
No, I just think both of y'all were saying were, had some very good points, because at the end of the day, it's happiness. Like, even if a guy is emotional and is very expressive, that doesn't mean he's soft. That don't mean he might, you know what I'm saying? He probably just it's finally time for him to let go and really be him true self, And unfortunately, it has to come out emotionally. But I think a lot of women, even though they are in a position, they still need to be nurturers. They still need to, even though I am making money and you might not be, I'm still going to build you up so you can be the successful man that I know you can be, that you know you can be. You still got to speak those positive words into them, because, like, we are that part to them. We can't just be holding it down and thinking that we running shit and all that. It ain't even about that. Like, especially when you building something with somebody, that's all materialistic things. Like, you're trying to build something really valuable with somebody, then you got to be open.
Yeah, but that segue into the other one, right? Are people really in relationships to build with somebody, or they just want to have sex?
Yeah.
Or they just, I'm about to smash and keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's just people just having sex. Like,
yeah, like, are y'all even trying to like do something outside of
people just having sex?
I think that's why I haven't
just keep
been
it
having
biz
sex.
up, right? Shit.
Hence my singleness.
Y'all be, talking about semen retention and shit. God damn, shit crazy. I'm trying to go to another dimension in this bitch. The way I'm retaining this shit. but no.
I'm about to be levitating in this. I have the power. I've now reached Super Saiyan mode.
Right. All right, you heard me. but no, that's no, niggas aren't dating for. Niggas don't have any purpose when dating. You know what I'm saying? And so they're dating to have sex.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
I can't do it. Like, I can't.
What's crazy is that dating online is funny. Right? It's some funny shit, right? Because I think what people be doing online, what they be trying to pull off, right?
What?
Is they be trying to pull off, like, I'm going to talk to this person, get to know them, and be like real, like have a real good conversation, and then they going to like me for who I am and not what I look like. That's not going to happen.
They catfishing on dating apps?
Well, they definitely catfishing. But what I'm saying, like, when you talk about dating out here these days, that's some of the things you hear. You people be like, it's not about what they look like. If it's about looks, then you shallow and this, that, and this. But even if you could talk to somebody, and when you talk to them, if you've never seen them before, the conversation that y'all have could be immaculate. Oh my God, this bitch is saying everything that I wanted to say. Oh man, she's doing everything. He's saying everything I wanted to say. Man, he sounds like a good man. When you see that nigga picture, like when you see him in person, when you see that nigga FaceTime, nigga, all that shit go out the window. You're gonna be like, oh nigga, I ain't fucking with you. I don't give a fuck what the fuck you was talking about. If you're not attractive to me, if I'm not attracted to you, I could be attractive to you. But if you're not attractive to me, then I don't care what the fuck you was talking about. You could have been talking the best shit ever. You're not attractive to me, so I'm not going to want to fuck with you.
Yeah, no, throw that out the window, that whole shallow stuff. I mean, come on, we got eyes. We are created visual. That's the first thing.
People act like, no.
Visual attraction is very important.
I was watching this one thing. He was like, he was dating this girl, and he was like, your hair's short. No, he was like, no. He was like, your hair's straight. She was like, yeah, I straightened it for the day. He pulled up the picture on the profile, like, but your hair was curly on the profile. And she was like, is that a problem?
Yeah.
And he was like, no, it's fine. But you can tell it was a problem. Like,
This shit's a problem, son.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's a
Shit was a
simple
problem.
thing. But if you look,
he didn't want to date her after that. Like,
man, listen,
your hair
Go
was
look at
straight.
shit.
here's what
so
I deal.
frantic.
Here's what I deal with, and I ain't even gonna hold you because I am not arrogant, but at all. But I have standards, right? And so I sometimes I be like offended. I be like, nigga, look at you and look at me, nigga. Like, what do you think? Like, no, for real, like man, like,
He's a big doula.
yeah, like, no, I'm
Look
saying,
at
like,
me,
look at
goddamn
you.
it.
Like,
We
man,
ain't on
you
the
out
same
here
level.
looking like you pregnant in this boy. I'm out here at least fit. You got a freaking 5-month baby. You know what I'm saying? You out here shaped like, I don't even know what. You got childbearing hips. You know.
She said childbearing.
You know what I'm saying? This a big, you know what I'm saying? It'd be
Big
offensive, like, way, like, and okay, I respect your confidence, but come on, man. Like, come on. Like,
See, look at you. See, as women, y'all have to entertain the bullshit. See, as men, I mean, online you don't, but I do, because I'm a nice guy.
man, everybody online is creepers, man. They creepy.
But women, it's crazy.
Yes.
I know it's crazy for y'all online.
Man, I don't do the
I
day
hear
naps.
the stories. I'm like 1 in a million online. You know what I'm saying? I'm like a unicorn online.
I was like, hey, you ain't gonna find nothing like this, buddy. You're
I'm
not.
out here. I'm chilling. You know what I'm saying? I don't do much. You know what I mean? I just be chilling.
I went on
You
one
know
of
what I
those
mean?
African dating sites.
Not
Like,
Oh.
ping, 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 ping,
See, but see, look,
I never tried to.
you gotta find the right
Afro
African country
introductions.
for women because
Yeah, you
it's
know.
countries.
They are all over.
Yeah.
You can find people in France,
Mhm.
Italy, Russia.
I don't want nobody all over there. See,
Yeah,
that's
so
what I'm saying. I need somebody close.
here's the thing about that, like, because
I need somebody in
culturally,
the area.
I know that's right. Because culturally, certain people are taught, certain men or in certain cultures, African cultures, that women are goddesses. They're queens. Like, you have to treat them, with the highest respect. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but that's not the narrative in the States. You know what I'm saying? People like, nigga, I ain't about to be giving you nothing.
Matriarchy or patriarchy? What's it called? Matriarchy.
Matriarchy is like when the woman is, yes, more of the head. Patriarchy is more male dominated. Like,
That's
yeah,
what we are.
that's what we are. We definitely are. I mean, even in the Bible, like, they made everything masculine. Like, you know what I'm saying? It made it like, oh, women, you the lowly
Counselor
one.
Nicaea.
You know what I'm saying? When, yeah, no,
Church of Jesus.
did we out here carrying and
Jesus.
producing
That's what I
life
call
and.
Call him
Real
Jesus.
life and stuff.
But yeah, it's crazy because that's by design. A lot of this stuff is by design, man.
All by design.
All about design,
We
man.
design. We
Like
living
how
in a
we got
matrix.
No fruit trees nowhere in the United States.
Yeah.
Female fruit trees
Start
at.
growing your own fruit trees, though. I just seen that on the other
It
day.
needs to be a female
It's
tree.
like 3 or 4, but you can grow your own fruit trees, though.
Yeah.
I can send it to you. Right? 'Cause I seen a guy who was like, you grow these 4 fruit trees and you can harvest these bitches for years.
You want them a cherry tree? Because I want one of them joints.
I know. One of them was cherry.
Okay.
But I know one of them was like a Chinese pear tree.
Yeah, I got one of those in my backyard. I don't know if it's Chinese, but it's a pear tree. Yeah. And that joint
We
wasn't.
harvest that. Can you eat the pears?
Oh, heck yeah. But I woke her up. She was dead. And I brought life back. I put fruit and stuff. Not fruit, but
Apple trees is one of them.
bird feed around it, and it started to produce.
Apple trees is one of them.
Oh yeah.
He was like, you can plant any kind of apple that you want.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And in California, they have a lot of that, and it's good because it's a lot of homeless people. You know what I'm saying? It's just amazing. Like, we can just plant trees and these people don't have to starve. You know what I'm saying? Dude, walk and grab you some fruit off the tree. Like, why do we make this hard? Like,
All right, what else we got today? That was crazy. Niggas too emotional.
Niggas playing video games.
Niggas playing video games. All right, so we gonna talk about look. I ain't gonna get off niggas playing video games. Ain't
All
nothing
day,
wrong with
though.
niggas playing. Listen, all I'm gonna say is
Y'all
this.
are letting it consume y'all lives.
Well, I'm gonna tell you like this, and you're right, because and niggas don't get mad at me, guys. I apologize for saying this, but this is the truth. This is the real truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God. A lot of reasons these niggas is playing games is because niggas don't know what their purpose is in life. And instead of trying to find their purpose in life, they just choose to go to work every day and then come home and play games. That's it.
False reality.
That's it. Everybody's here for a purpose. Everybody has something other to do than get up and go to work for somebody else. If you feel as though that's your lifestyle and that's your life for the rest of your life, then you could care less about your purpose. All you care about is money and making sure that you have some money in your pocket. So men who, because the men that I know, they get up and go to work every day, make money, then they come home and they play games. That's it. Because they could care less about their purpose. They could probably be professional athletes, professional chefs, professional comedians, professional writers, professional actors. There's all type of things these men could be. Professional plumbers, professional electricians. There's all type, just entrepreneurs, period. I know some very talented individuals. But all they do is get up, go to work, come home from work, and play games. Their game is their escape, their
escape from reality.
Right, their escape from reality. Their escape from, instead of saying, you know what, let me find what my purpose is. That's their escape from their purpose. That's what video games are. An escape from a man's purpose. Wow. Don't get it twisted. I play games with my son. Okay, I play games with my son. Will you catch me playing games with myself? Not a lot. No. And then when I do, I'm the type of nigga that after a while I'm like, shit, what am I playing this fucking game for? I'm not making no fucking money.
Right. Like this ain't doing nothing for me.
This ain't doing shit. Like after a while, I'm just gonna get tired of it, because it's not doing anything for me. Now, what I will say is that if an individual is playing games, then what you should be doing, this is what every man should be doing. If you're in a relationship and you come home and you play games in front of your girlfriend, you should be on Twitch. You should be on Kick. You should be on one of these Discord. You should be on one of these streaming sites trying to make a couple fucking dollars off of your fucking gaming. Because it's easy. It's nothing to do. So, that's at least you go out, you do your 8 hours at work, and if you come home and play games, at least come home and play games for fucking money. Yeah. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You come home playing games for free for?
For free.
Right.
Spending $200 on the game to buy it.
To play it for free.
To play it for free.
When you could be playing it for money. There's niggas out here right now making money on Twitch, Kick, Discord, YouTube, all type of places where they ain't doing nothing but streaming the fucking games they playing. That's it. So, if you got a girlfriend and you just playing games all day, I would suggest you start streaming. At least that way you can say, hey, well, baby, look, I'm making some money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm making a couple dollars streaming. But other than that, that's the only thing I can say about, and I hate to, but that's only because it's just like, work is, they say work, they give you a paycheck to forget your dreams. They gave you a video game to forget your purpose.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Period. So you get off work, you don't do shit but come home and play the game. And once again, if the game ain't, because niggas can make money off the game. T Grizzly, he's making money off the game. I think T-Pain. But of course, they're celebrities. So, of course, they got on that bitch and niggas was following them automatically. But with consistency.
And especially if you nice.
Right, if you good.
People going to start following you.
Yeah, because it's kids that's racking up money.
Still coming up, generations of kids are still playing the game.
Yeah.
That need the skills.
And streaming, though. It's
that
kids streaming out here.
Shit.
Oh, I'm trying to teach them. We got Twitch at the house, believe it. I be telling my son, look, I'm going to teach him how to use it because they be on that bitch talking crazy. Sometimes I be like, you can't
hear with anybody.
Right, you can't be on Twitch talking crazy. They will ban you, and stuff like that. So, but I'm going to teach them how to do it because, if that's what you into, then let me show you how to make money off of it.
So you said, what was that one guy? Because that one guy, he actually got famous from streaming. You know what I'm saying?
Kai Cenat?
Yeah, with the locks. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He started by playing video games.
Yeah, he started by playing video games, and then he got into talking about different things.
Corey Kitchen did too, I think. He was playing streaming.
Yeah. So that's why he has so many niggas at home streaming.
That's good.
Because they like, shit, I might be able to make a couple dollars off it. But once again, if they not, then they don't need to be streaming. Like,
Right.
because like you say, you got to be good.
You gotta be
You
good.
either got to be good or you got
Gotta
to
be worth it.
You either got to be good or you got to be talking shit.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of women out there who stream too. They play games and shit too. But when they gaming shit, they talking sexy. They doing sexy
And we're not
shit.
saying you gotta stop playing video games. Like you can still play video games if you're not gonna be nice like that and stream. Play it for a couple hours, then get back to your purpose.
It's the
You know what
all
I'm
it's the
saying?
all
Like,
day stuff.
You gotta time management that shit. You can't let that be your whole day. Like the whole day has gone by, and what have you accomplished? Like
Well, no.
the dishes ain't done. You ain't cooked food. She coming home. She complaining. The kids coming home now, and you still playing a video game.
No, that's
Like,
wow.
that's unacceptable. Now that
It's
right
crazy.
there is unacceptable.
It's
If a
crazy.
nigga's doing that, nigga. You're like, I was about to say shoot yourself, but we don't condone violence in here. You know what I'm saying? But nigga, if you playing the game all day and you ain't doing shit at home, nigga, you need to be nigga.
Yeah, man. That's wild.
I would say this: if you're in a relationship, nigga, the game is the last thing. That's the last thing at night that you do after everything is done. I mean, even after you done knocked her off, like you didn't bust her down, put her to bed, nigga. Then you play the
You
game.
go play the game now.
Nigga, right? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Go play the game for hours if
right,
you want.
right. That's how you play the game, nigga. You
Yeah.
don't play the game all through the day. No, nigga, through the day you take care of the shit. Like you say, take care of the household, take care of the kids, make sure the nigga homework done, all that shit. Then you bust her down, make sure she good before she go to bed, because you know she gotta get up in the morning and go to work.
Could you be surprised how many people be on the game at like
Murder.
3,
You
2,
hilarious.
3, 4 o'clock in the morning? You'd be surprised how many
Oh,
people are
heck
on that
yeah.
game. Like I was
Oh, I know.
astounded. Like these motherfuckers is still up. Niggas just running around, trying to get their new shirts and shit, building their character. Like you got a whole Sims motherfucking virtual reality right here.
Well,
like
the fact of the matter is that's where it's going to.
That's the thing. And that
That's
goes
gonna
back
be
to
the
them
next step.
escaping their reality and living in this false reality, this technology
That's where
of this
it's going to.
AI.
that's what. Okay,
reality.
so I was watching Creep Show, the new Creep Show episodes,
Mm.
and this guy created this simulation where you can go and be a part of any movie that you ever seen. So, like, if you want to be in Jurassic Park, if you want to be in Ghostbusters, you could be the character, like, talk to him and everything. So he goes into this movie. He's married. He goes into this movie. The movie is like one of these old 1950 something movies, and it's about this monster. They capture this monster, and he's in love with the girl in the movie. So he keeps going back in VR, cheating with this girl while he got his wife out here. His wife already feeling some shit because she like, you only married me for my money. My daddy told me about you, and he like, nah, I had to get this project offline. This is for us, and
Yeah.
he get caught up in everything. Like it turned bad. Like I think he gets stuck.
Creep Show?
Creep Show, the new
Yeah.
Creep Show episodes on Amazon Prime.
Okay.
Check that out.
Well, but then that's just wild too. Like you got a woman, but you spending all the time on a video
On
game.
VR.
You
Yep,
escaping the
because-
reality of that woman too.
because
What
that's-
you don't like her.
You got
But
a
look,
whole
and
ass
that
life.
segues into what you were saying also earlier. Why are people with people that get on their nerves? What was that? What was that topic though? I don't remember what the topic was. We can finish it off with this. Like somewhat why
We was just kind of talking about how people stay in unfulfilling
Cheating
relationships.
down, not up.
Yeah, maybe that was it.
that was it.
Yeah, cheating, like people cheating, and
Yeah,
they
cheating
get something
down.
less than what
They
their
want
woman
they-
is.
Yeah, like they don't get what they want, and then they're not happy in the relationship, but stay in the relationship to argue. Like why?
Or they cheat down. You find somebody that will put up with their bullshit.
But that's just it.
That's just like
That's
then you go be with that
that's
person
exactly
then.
what it is. It's like, you with somebody, they might have higher standards for you as a man. Like, I need for you to do this. So they find somebody that don't put that pressure on them, because that's where they want to live. They want to live in that comfortableness of I'm a shitty person, and she okay. She'll accept this, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, but man, now you talking about why? It's all types of reasons. You got the stability, you got kids.
Question?
Why are you with that person still if you
Okay.
don't like them?
Yeah, like
People,
if you wanna be
it's
with
cheaper to
and
keep
the
her.
person that's down is better for you. Then why stay with somebody that you're not happy with, that you're cheating on?
Well, I was thinking also, is that sometimes, and I think we spoke about this before, sometimes you can make a person crazy. Like sometimes when you first met them, they were cool with shit. Everything was cool. Then as time progressed and maybe as you did certain shit, they start feeling a certain way. They start feeling differently. So they start acting differently. They start, they start talking to you differently. You know what I mean? Like, you really change somebody when you're with them and maybe not treating them right. You know what I'm saying? So, at one point in time, it was like in the beginning, you didn't say shit about nothing. But as time progressed and you seen how fucked up I was and how I didn't give a fuck about shit, you started saying shit like,
yeah.
What the fuck you gotta do this and you gotta do that, then you gotta do that.
That's exactly why.
It's like, yo, what the fuck? I wasn't doing this shit when we first met. Like, yeah, nigga, I didn't know you was that nasty, nigga. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Now I see how nasty you is, nigga. Clean up after your motherfucking self.
But that's just it, though. That's why it's important to actually get to know the person before you even commit. Because eventually all that stuff gonna come out and you will be able to be like, okay, I'm gonna deal with that or I'm not gonna deal with that. That's what I'm saying.
But no, I can't
they
say
go
that.
past that, though.
When they first meet.
No, I can't say. The reason I say I agree, but I disagree. Because, as a bachelor, as a man, I live a certain way.
What does that mean?
I live like a bachelor. I do what the fuck I want to do when I want to do it. I clean up when I want to clean up. I wash my dishes when I want to wash my dishes. I wash my clothes when I want to wash my clothes. I do what I want to do when I want to do it.
Don't get in a relationship.
But once again, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So once you get into a relationship, a woman may be like, yo, I wash my clothes. I want these clothes washed every week. You're like, well, I don't wash clothes every week. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of clothes. You know what I'm saying? I got about 3 weeks of clothes.
That you didn't let build up.
I'm just saying, I'm wearing them. I'm a bachelor. This is what I'm used to. So until I like you say, either we have a conversation about this shit, which
don't happen.
Listen, we're not having no conversation about my fucking laundry. You know what I'm saying? Until we are fucking married or some shit.
No, that ain't it.
Unless you doing my shit. Unless you doing my laundry, we not having no conversation about my laundry. You feel me? Because you're not doing it. So if you doing my laundry, then we can have a conversation about it. And you can say, all right, baby, I need you to have your whites in this thing and your whites and your colors over here because I do laundry every Sunday. I'm like, all right, shit, bitch, all right, bet. You know what I'm saying? You want my laundry on these places? That's where the fuck it's going to be.
Right.
But until that happens, nigga, Al do his laundry when he want to do his laundry. And if you over there and you don't like when I do my fucking laundry, then either you do my laundry or you don't have shit to say. So I think and I'm a bachelor. So I'm thinking this is how most bachelors think, that we do what the fuck we want to do when we want to do it. And the only way we going to stop doing what the fuck we want to do when we want to do it is if we find a woman who's going to be like, yo, nigga, because you know what? I see something, and I hate to agree with it, but I seen something that says something like, you niggas just want your mama or some shit like that. Like, you niggas just want a chick to take care of you like your mama, right? And in a way, kind of, you know what I'm saying? Because our mentality is if we go to work every day and we paying these bills and we making sure you good. And this is for men, not males. I'm talking about a man who goes and takes care of his business, comes home, takes care of the bills and shit like that. Then no, as a bachelor, I do that, but I still have to do my own clothes. I have to wash my own dishes. You know what I'm saying? I have to take care of my house. So if I was into a relationship with somebody, then yes, just like she would expect me to take care of some financial situations or maybe help her financially, then I would expect her to come and help me householdly. You know what I'm saying? Or however you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you should be over here, helping with this laundry or helping with, you know what I'm saying, these dishes or, helping out, period. If you expect me to help out with your bills and you expect me to be, become a part of your life. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like an integration into each other's life.
Yeah, and that's fair.
It's hard to find that because, once again, as a man, you know, I can integrate into a woman's life, but a lot of women can't integrate into my life because, you know, it's my life is different. I'm a different. My life is different.
I think
My life
it's
is
levels
different.
to control. I think when
different.
you get in a relationship, and this should be across the board, it should be some compromise. You gotta, if you love a person and you are saying, okay, you know what I'm saying, let's work together with this, you need to have a compromise if that's something that she have a hard time dealing with. You know what I'm saying? For example, let's flip it. Let's say you meet a girl and I don't know, her dress can be a little bit revealing and you don't feel comfortable with that, right? But she like, nigga, this how I dress. Nigga, you better this how you liked me, nigga. Like, you found me like this and you was okay with it, right? So now we together, now you want me to cover up and shit? Like, would that be acceptable? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, as a woman, I should be more considerate of the fact that, hey, my man might not feel comfortable with a lot of men looking at me in that sight. You know what I'm saying? In that way.
Right.
And it should be some compromise. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta have some compromise.
What
now,
you
I
mean
ain't saying
compromise?
bend over. I ain't saying change your whole ways because
But I know what you mean though. Like I'm
saying compromise. I just gave you an example.
I think
Like,
as men, we're willing to compromise for sure. But what do you mean compromise on? Like, what do you?
I'm just saying, like your example about the laundry, like, right? Like,
Oh,
you're a
laundry.
bachelor, and you like, nigga, I'm gonna wash my clothes when I want to. Like, damn, nigga, like, we're in a relationship, you can't compromise that. You know what I'm saying? Like, but then that just goes to show,
But see-
I'm not ready to be in a relationship. Let me keep being.
Well, no, I understand what you're saying. No, that's definitely a compromise situation. But the only reason I would be like, how is it a compromise? Because it's my, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's my laundry. Like, so.
But y'all live together now, so it's
Well,
a little different.
but see, once again, that's different. Like, I'm not talking about living together. I have.
Oh
I don't
yeah,
live with
no,
women.
nobody gonna come over to your house and be
Yeah.
like, nigga, why your shit ain't done right?
Right,
Like,
right.
that's wild.
Oh,
like,
no,
you ain't paying no bills in my house to be
Right.
telling me.
Oh no, they do that.
Yeah,
But-
oh yeah, that's
yeah,
weird.
right,
I don't know about that one.
They do that. They do that.
Yeah,
They do
but
that.
I mean, that's the thing. We can't be. It's all about having mature conversations. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they do
and,
that,
and,
though.
and it's a space where it should be definitely some compromise, but not to the point to where somebody just trying to change completely who you are either. You know what I'm saying? Because okay, if I can't be me, then I'm not the person for you. You know what I'm saying? Find somebody
Exactly.
who, you know what I'm saying, who
Exactly.
rock out with what your ideals
And I
are.
think that's what a lot of people are. I think people are having sex, and they don't even like the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really like you. I just wanted some dick.
Oh
Or
my
I just wanted some sex.
gosh.
You know what I'm saying? So now, I didn't really like you, but since we agreed to a sexual relationship, you know, I'm going to rock with you. We going to kick it. But I don't like you like that. You know what I'm saying? So until I either find somebody else to fuck, or until I just be like, yo, I don't want to fuck you no more, then, you know what I'm saying, it's kind of like, it is what it is. So, yeah, people are just out here to have sex. And once again, it's a lot easier to get sex now